field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
59, 56 is the mark. 180. Just like that. Recon, 152 fighter. He's checking crap. Check nickel.
Darnold on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And some room to roam now. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 67 yards on the ground. It's Coleman here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mostert. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Watch 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Here's Mostert. And an alley to run. He's shoving his way inside the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180!
I'm here all day.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I got you, son.
On second down, it's Coleman. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go. 180!
50 seconds to Mike. I got it.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here we go. 180!
I'm going to run you over.
Lock!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
Your word.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they are going for it. Darnold, he'll air it out deep, and got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Demaryius Thomas, 83 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a jet first down, a gain of 13.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
You crazy, boy. You crazy.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. That's what I do.
Now Mostert. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you have to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to. They're probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
They go play action here on first down. They'll let this thing go for Sanders. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
12. 6.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Watch it.
I got you.
57. Mike 57. In your face. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
12.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Fighting for the pylon, but he will not get there. They mark him short of the goal line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Now Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Fold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
54. Here we go.
This is Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 50.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Let's get off the field. Slam.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game.
61, matchbox lights.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, 38 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 6, 180.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, gun. Flag. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. To throw is Darnold. A screen to Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 72 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got?
11. Blue draw Corkers.
Check safety.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Watch the pass. Bang, bang.
13.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Slam.
X3. 218. Chopper.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That's another 49er first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, check 24.
12, fellas, here we go. Go ahead.
Garoppolo to throw. So that's complete to Sanders. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw is Garoppolo. Yeah, he's got it. And across the chalk into the end.